So in the empath course, we have an entire module devoted to something I call the divine virtues exercise. I created this exercise after a number of years of examining many people's pre-birth plans for my 3 books. And in researching people's pre-birth plans, I had the extraordinary opportunity to go into people's pre-birth planning sessions and actually hear the conversations they had with the significant people in their life when they were planning the details and in particular the challenges of the upcoming incarnation. And over a period of time, as I listened to many of these pre-birth planning conversations, I started to notice something quite interesting, which is when challenges were being planned, a lot of the motivation came from a soul level desire to cultivate and then express while in body certain qualities that are quite important to the soul. I gave those qualities the name divine virtues. And over a period of time, put together a list of the ones that came up the most often. I think there are now 28 or 29 on the list. It's things like compassion, unconditional love, empathy, patience, trust, faith, and so forth. Now, the average person I found was working on 2 or 3 divine virtues in an incarnation. Occasionally, somebody was working on 4 or 5. From a pre-birth planning perspective, you viewed your biggest challenges as providing both the opportunity and the motivation to cultivate and express the virtues. So if you are an empath, that is most assuredly one of the pre-birth plans you made, one of the particular challenges you chose for yourself. And again, you viewed the experience of being an empath as giving you the motivation and the opportunity to cultivate certain virtues. Now, which virtues are those? You'll find that out in the divine virtues exercise in module 2. That is really valuable information to have, because once you know which virtues you're working on, then when new challenges come up, including those related to being an empath, instead of feeling overwhelmed, instead of shutting down, instead of trying to use energetic protection, which sometimes can be dangerous, or instead of just not understanding what's happening and feeling victimized by it, you can say to yourself, okay, I know I'm in this incarnation to cultivate and express this virtue and that virtue and that virtue. Knowing that, how do I work with this new challenge to do that? So it will immediately assign deeper meaning to an experience that otherwise might seem to be meaningless suffering. And once you know what the deeper meaning is, then you can cultivate the virtues in a much easier, more gentle, more loving, more peaceful, less arduous, and less painful manner.